Earth is not simply a planet drifting through space. It is a vast, living archive of time, shaped by pressure, patience, and power far beyond human scale. Every continent holds scars and masterpieces carved by water, fire, wind, and silence. Some places overwhelm the senses instantly, while others reveal their magic slowly, like a story whispered rather than told. To travel across Earth is not just to move through geography, but to step into moments where nature and history breathe together. The journey begins where mountains dissolve into mist and stone rises like frozen waves. In southern China lies a valley so calm it feels removed from time itself. Ancient legends describe it as a place where immortals once walked. And even today the air carries a quiet, otherworldly stillness. Towering cliffs guard the land, waterfalls spill endlessly into clear streams, and dense forests soften every sound. Long ago, scholars and poets chose this valley as a refuge from the noise of power and ambition. A lone man walking these paths today might hike beneath ancient trees, pause beside rushing water, or sit quietly with a cup of tea, feeling the rhythm of life slow to something natural again. It is a landscape that doesn't demand attention, it invites reflection. From this softness, the journey shifts dramatically into the precision of human ambition. In the heart of Switzerland, a stone bridge rises boldly across a deep alpine valley. Built more than a century ago, it curves gracefully through the air before disappearing straight into a mountain tunnel. No steel supports its arches, only stone, balance, and skill. When a train passes across it, the experience feels almost unreal, as if the land itself briefly allows passage. Snow, fog, sunlight, and autumn color transform the view with each season, reminding visitors that even engineering must coexist with nature's constant change. Far to the southeast, Vietnam holds a world hidden beneath the surface. Forests stretch above, while below, rivers vanish into darkness, flowing through massive cave systems shaped over millions of years. Some chambers are so vast they contain their own weather, their own echoes. One cave extends for miles, its ceilings lost in shadow, its silence broken only by water moving patiently through stone. A man exploring these depths feels both insignificant and privileged, standing inside a space untouched by daylight, where time moves on a geological scale. Back above ground, in southwestern China, a monumental figure gazes calmly over converging rivers. Carved directly into a cliff face, this stone Buddha has watched the landscape for more than 1,000 years. Created during a time when dangerous waters threatened passing boats, the statue was meant to bring protection and peace. Visitors approach from different angles, some walking along the carved stone paths, others drifting past by boat-teach perspective, revealing the sheer scale and quiet power of the figure. Its presence feels less like a monument and more like a guardian shaped by devotion and patience. The tone shifts again in northeastern Africa, where Earth exposes its rawest forces. In the Danakil Depression, the ground itself seems alive. Salt plains shimmer in unnatural colors, volcanic vents breathe heat into the air, and lakes glow with toxic brilliance. Temperatures climb beyond comfort, pushing the limits of survival. Yet, life persists. A few resilient communities and rare animals adapt to conditions that seem almost hostile to existence. Scientists come here not for comfort, but for answers, because this is where the planet reveals how continents are torn apart and reborn. Nearby, a volcano rises that never truly sleeps. Its crater holds a glowing lake of molten rock, one of the few on Earth visible from the surface. At night, the red light reflects off hardened lava fields, creating a scene that feels closer to the planet's beginning than its present. Local men guide expeditions carefully across the harsh terrain, blending ancestral knowledge with modern science. Here, culture and geology are inseparable. From fire, the journey moves to stone. In central China, vertical pillars of rock rise sharply from the forest floor, some reaching heights that seem impossible. These formations inspired myths, art, and even modern cinema. A nearby mountain offers a cable car ride that stretches for miles, lifting passengers above valleys and clouds. For those willing to test their nerves, a glass walkway clings to the cliffside, revealing thousands of feet of open air below. At the summit, a natural arch known as Heaven's Gate frames the sky itself, as if the mountain were inviting the brave to pass through. In Greece, stone rises again, this time shaped by erosion and faith. Massive rock columns tower over the plains, their flat tops once reachable only by rope and ladder. On these summits, monks built monasteries centuries ago, seeking isolation from conflict and distraction. Today, a man standing below these structures sees not only architectural determination, but spiritual endurance. Though centuries have passed, prayer still echoes within those walls. Across the Atlantic, Canada offers a different kind of grandeur. In the Rocky Mountains, a national park stretches across lakes so clear they mirror the sky. Wildlife moves freely through forests and valleys. Elk at dawn, bears along riverbanks, wolves in distant shadows. The park preserves not just scenery, but balance. Nearby, a man-made lake freezes each winter into a natural artwork. Beneath the ice, frozen bubbles rise from the depths, suspended like stars. Created for utility, the lake has become a symbol of unintended beauty. In South America, water once again dominates the narrative. From a high plateau, a waterfall plunges farther than any other on Earth. Before it reaches the ground, much of it turns to mist, drifting into the surrounding jungle. The sound is constant, powerful, and humbling. Indigenous people knew this place long before outsiders named it. Standing nearby, a man feels the force of gravity made visible, unstoppable, and pure. Far north, ice reshapes the land. A massive glacier blankets much of Iceland, hiding volcanoes beneath its frozen surface. Meltwater carves caves of blue crystal, shifting each season. Scientists study this ice not only for its beauty, but for what it reveals about climate and time. Walking across it, every step carries awareness of fragility, movement, and change. In Africa again, endless plains stretch toward the horizon. Herds move together across the grasslands, guided by instinct older than history. Predators watch, wait, and follow. This migration is not a spectacle, is survival unfolding on a massive scale. Nearby communities live alongside this rhythm, their culture shaped by land and animal alike. Water roars again at a border between nations. A vast river crashes over stone ledges, sending mist skyward and rainbows into the air. Walkways bring visitors close enough to feel the vibration beneath their feet. In winter, ice reshapes the scene into something quiet and sculptural. The falls never stop, never rest. In Japan, a solitary mountain rises above lakes and forests, its shape instantly recognizable. For centuries, artists, pilgrims, and climbers have been drawn to it. During summer, men ascend its trails at night to reach the summit by dawn, standing together as sunlight breaks across the horizon. Below, villages and cities appear small, temporary. On an island off Africa's coast, trees grow as if inverted, their thick trunks storing water against dry seasons. Some have stood for thousands of years. They shelter animals, mark roads, and define landscapes. These trees do not rush, they endure. In Indonesia, a volcano reveals fire of an unexpected color. At night, blue flames dance along sulfur vents, lighting the crater in an eerie glow. Workers carry heavy loads from the mountain daily, navigating danger with routine familiarity. Visitors watch quietly, aware they are witnessing something both beautiful and harsh. The Amazon stretches endlessly, layered with life. Rivers cut through forests, dense beyond counting. Countless species live unseen, unnamed. The forest breathes, absorbs, releases. It shapes weather far beyond its borders. A man traveling by river feels swallowed by scale, reminded that humanity occupies only a fraction of Earth's story. In Germany, a castle rises from forested hills like a dream made solid. Built from imagination rather than necessity, it reflects a longing for myth in a changing world. Though unfinished, it became immortal. Snow, fog, and sunlight transform it endlessly. On a volcanic island in Greece, white buildings cling to cliffs above a blue sea. Sunsets draw silence from crowds as light fades slowly, deliberately. The land here remembers fire, collapse, and rebirth. In Argentina, glaciers advance and retreat with thunderous cracks. Ice calves into lakes, reminding all who watch that nothing remains static. Scientists observe. Travelers listen. In Iceland again, a waterfall pours wide and powerful, its spray freezing into shapes in winter. Legends linger here, blending belief and geography. In a desert of North America, a crater marks a moment when Earth met the universe. The impact reshaped land instantly. Today, it stands as proof of forces beyond control. Finally, the journey reaches the edge of ancient civilization. Massive stone pyramids rise from desert sands, aligned with stars and belief. Built by countless hands, they outlived empires. At sunrise or under moonlight, they remain unmoved. Across all these places, one truth becomes clear. Earth does not exist to impress us. It exists as it always has, vast, patient, powerful. And those who travel through it do not conquer or claim, they witness. And that is more than enough. Thanks for watching.